Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Matt and this is the third episode of my creating link shortener tutorial. This episode was quite challenging to me because I stuck in one place. So I couldn't stretch the button to take 100% of the width, and it took me like 15 or 25 minutes even. So I had a lot of cuts and I'm not sure that I connected everything consistently. So if I missed something, I added some links in the description to my GitHub account where you can copy and paste the code. I hope it's not too bad and I hope you will enjoy it. So hit the like button and subscribe. And now we can replace this text with the link shortener. So let's go back to the code. We'll remove this and create a div. Let's assign it some class name. We'll call it Shortener. And we'll put the content here. Let's assign some styles into it. Shortener. Let's add some white background. And some padding. Let's say 24 pixels and 20 pixels. So 24 is top and the bottom, and 20 pixels is left and right. Let's see how it looks like. And finally we have place where we can put the button and input field where users will be pasting the links. So how to do this? Let's go to Andy documentation. And now we need to find the form section. In the form section, we'll find many examples how we can build our forms. We want an inline form, so let's look for it. This one looks pretty inline to me, so let's copy the code of this one. So as you can see, we will need to import form, input, and a button. We don't need a select because we don't select anything as a currency. So let's copy the form. I need to find it at first. So let's copy this code. Let's paste it in our index.ts file. This will remove. Let's save it. Right click, format document. Let's import it. And now you can see that we have still two errors, like onFinish is missing and price input is missing. So let's remove those two things. And also the validator is missing, but let's remove it at the current moment. Let's see how it looks like. It complains that the rules cannot be empty, so let's bring it back. Okay, let's put an empty array and save. And that's what we got. Let's compare it with documentation. It is a bit different. So let's try to bring the input back. We'll add it in the form item. It's called input. We need to import it. And it's not called price, but we'll call it link. Let's see how it looks like. Now we have a field. Now it looks way better, but I don't think we need this text here. So let's remove it. So basically, we simply need to remove the label from here. And we also don't need this initial values, so let's remove them as well. Let's format the code because it's still a bit broken. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Let's save. Okay, the text is gone. The label is gone, but now user doesn't know what to put into this form. So let's add a placeholder here. So basically, we need to add a placeholder property, and let's call it HTTPS my super long link.com blah blah blah. Let's copy it several times, this blah. Let's save, and let's see how it looks like. And voila, now we have the placeholder, so basically users know what's supposed to be in this field. But it still doesn't look good. I think we're supposed to stretch it to the full size of this frame. So let's do it. And now we are going to wrap also those two items into separate divs, so we don't override their CSS with our custom CSS. So let's do it. So class name, styles, link field input, yeah, let's put it inside. Let's remove this, and the other div, class name, styles, link field button. Let's copy the button inside, format document, and now we are going to write CSS for them. So the very first class is link field, which will simply activate the flexbox for us. We also need to define link field input and link field button. Let's make the link field width of the logo, so 120 pixels, and the link field input is supposed to take the remaining space, so let's put flex 100%. Now save, and let's see how it looks like. It still didn't stretch. Let's inspect the element. How would it look like if we would add width 100%? Yeah, okay, that's what we miss. And also the button isn't stretched. So we need to also stretch the button to take the full width of the container. So let's go back to code. Link field, we need to set the width to 100%. Set our button to 100% width. Save. I prefer to write it in line rather than overriding the empty classes. And here you can see that this button actually didn't stretch. So the problem is that we have some properties set on our form element, which we want to get rid of. So basically now we'll remove those two properties, save our form, and let's see how it looks like. So why it actually happened? Andy comes with a lot of CSS code, which was basically conflicting with our code. So we needed to get rid of the CSS classes, which were colliding with our ones. And now we can see that it looks good. Now let's add some margin between those two, the field and the button. Let's say 5% margin right. 5 pixels, sorry. Save. Yeah, now we have some margin. And let's make those components a bit larger. We can do it by passing the size property to our components. Size large. and to the input, size large, let's save, and they are larger now. Yeah, it looks way better. And that's it for today. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the form validation, but in the next episode, definitely will do so. So please stay tuned, hit the like button and subscribe, and see you next week.